So, Josh, let me ask you a question.
Oh,
okay?
fuck.
You get, we've seen all of Bleach, future time. Okay, we've seen it all. You die. You go to Soul Society. Whoa,
As you are.
Cool. You get put into Stealth Force.
Kill myself.
Warning. This Bleach podcast features many spoilers from the upcoming anime arc, 1,000-Year Blood War. So if you've not read the manga or you do not want to hear spoilers for the upcoming arc, viewer discretion is advised. What is up? Welcome to Bleach Boys number 26. This week we did episodes 237 to 243. We're making our way through the Zanpakuto Rebellion Arc. All the Zanpakutos are attacking. They're being attacked by the Soul Reapers. Byakuya bad guy? Question mark?
Yeah.
Question marks.
Who knows? That's all that we talk about this week.
Who can
Kenpachi
relate?
shows up at the end. Where the fuck has he been? We're not going to find out until next Bleach Boys.
Well,
so.
I like how in the first episodes we watched of it, it was all the good fights, and they got all of those out of the way. So
Yeah.
what's left?
Oh, we got your
Trailer
boy.
fights.
We got your boy.
So, I mean, with this arc, I feel like it continues to deliver, is what I would say.
so far it
It's
has.
still been very good. They have a lot of moments of very good animation.
Oh my god!
A lot of really
Like
good
the
ones.
first, the Ikaku fight versus Hozuki Maru. He does like the stab and it fucking
Yeah.
snaps. That shit was
that thing was fucking
fire.
legit. Just and a dodge.
Did Ikaku do that? I feel like he's done that to Ichigo.
Yeah,
he
yes.
has.
Okay. His very first fight with Ichigo. He
Yeah.
did that, yeah.
I mean, he did say he did a little lucky dance.
Yeah, we get to see the return of the
which
Lucky Dance,
Totally forgot
Both
about
him
that.
and Hazuki Maru do
which
it.
just starts the downward spiral of what do Zanpakutos actually remember. Because it
Oh my
seems
God.
like
Oh my God.
we were talking in the middle of watching this that some of them remember shit, which
Yeah.
way more than other
Remember
Zanpakutos.
Heineko? She's like, oh, I think that's Ichigo.
And the only one that has an excuse to not remember anything is fucking Hitsugaya's, who somehow had all of his memory erased.
Okay, he didn't have an excuse. He just did.
Yeah, well,
yeah,
I'm
he's just like, I don't remember
He's
you.
the only one that has legitimately been like, oh, my memory's erased. Everybody else is like, oh, hey, what's up? Oh, you don't know who I am? But then they don't remember key things. Like,
Yup.
So I'm wondering, this is gonna seem like bullshit.
Sure, go ahead.
Actually, no. I think
try and
this
save
might-
it. Go ahead.
It might be that the stronger the Zanpakuto, the less they remember. But then, no, wait, fucking Zangetsu remembered.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So my ulterior, the one that I gave initially when we were watching, is they just had a board and it was 0 to 10, and they just spun it, and they're like, okay, Hyoran Maru spun
10.
full 10. He has amnesia, and then we go to fucking Rangiku's. It's a 0. She remembers everything. We're good.
Yeah, there's just some Zanpakutos that are just so obviously like, I don't know. They should know
Yeah.
who someone is, but it's like they're just like, oh, who are you?
They
That's
even
so weird.
They even do ones where it's like I've fought you before, but not like in this rebellion arc. Like I've fought that
Yes.
person
Yeah.
before. But the one that's remembered the most that doesn't do any talking is Asagi Jizo. Literally, they just know it's him. It's the
Because
first
he's the
one.
funky looking one.
Because it wasn't just that people were like the Zanpakuto were forgetting. It's that no one knew what the Zanpakuto were.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Hyoran Maru was shooting fucking ice dragons, and Ichigo's like, fuck, I don't know, man.
Yeah, that's like
Rukia? Question
Ichigo
mark?
got hit by the same fucking stick where he just all of a sudden doesn't remember shit. It's
Yeah.
just like same thing. Remember when the fucking pink petals started coming out?
Yeah.
Who could that be? It's like,
And then very clear silhouette of Byakuya.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude, it's lost on me.
It's like
He doesn't know. He doesn't
Byakuya
remember at
question
all.
mark? It's
Yeah.
like I fucking wonder who it could be. Really, Ichigo. Let's be real.
Let me just follow him real quick. I mean,
Yeah.
Whoa. Real quick. I mean, it took him all night.
oh yeah, apparently it took him 24 hours.
Yeah.
Was that you yesterday? Dude, you've been chasing after him.
Maybe,
last
maybe
episode.
it was like 11 o'clock at night, and then it was like midnight, and he's just like, oh, it's the next day. Got to be right.
He did. I think you may have stepped away to go to the restroom, Jose, but Ichigo's like, I lost his spiritual pressure. Goes left, and fucking Zenbo Zakura's just floating
Yeah,
up there.
like-
to the right.
Literally,
was
like
being-
Senmon Sakura is standing on a rock, like looking down, like, oh, Ichigo, and then it's like Ichigo
Remember,
fucking
he-
takes off.
He
Like,
wasn't that good at
that
at
is
sensing.
true,
Yeah.
but he's still following him. Like he's still like clearly
Yeah.
sensing. So what? Like
And
hello?
he's trying. He's like, okay, deep breath. I think it's that way.
Yeah, it's all kinds of fucked up and weird. And it's
Yeah.
like there was one moment. I don't know how I'm gonna plot this in the timeline.
Okay.
Where Isane and Unohana have a weird moment. Remember, I commented, I was like,
yeah.
Oh.
they just kind of like,
That was
oh,
really
we're getting
early
a
on.
lot of people showing up to Squad 4.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, well, we'll take care of it. And then they're both like, what? And then Isana's like, oh, nothing. And then Unohana's like, oh. And it's
Yeah.
like, what just
You're
happened
right.
there? What?
I think it was just I forgot my tampons in the car.
Like,
I can't
what,
work
like,
right
what was
now.
that?
It's literally like, so are you doing it or am I doing it?
Like Josh had like a kind
hello?
of like, oh, they don't have their Shikai or whatever. But
Yeah.
it's
that
like,
would make sense.
neither
but
of them really seem to use it. Like
Yeah.
when they're
There is
healing,
no
they're-
floating manta ray.
yeah, they're doing just like
It
keto
floated
based
away.
stuff.
Did-
it just went away.
Yeah, it's really weird because most of they haven't really shown the twins. They haven't shown Kiraku's.
Yes.
Yep.
A lot of until the very end, the last like when they raid Soul Society, a lot of the captains Zanpakutos have not been shown.
Yeah.
Like, and they even said like in their little meeting for some reason that
No one's gone against one.
like,
And it's like, ooh, scary.
Yeah.
And then you know what they do right off the bat? They bring Sasakibe's as like one of the first ones.
and you always know who Zanpakuto is going to show up in the episode when you see the character show up. So like we see Rangiku Momo. It's like, I wonder who's Zanpakuto
coming
going
in.
to show up in this
15-second
episode.
conversation.
Yeah.
Where did that go? Then nothing. They're like, oh,
Yeah.
we're just gonna run out
They
there.
like Rangiku was like, oh, thanks for waiting for me, Momo. Oh, hey, no problem. It's like, I bet
Let's
they're going to
go.
find their Zanpakuto. It's
It-
like,
and they're doing the like Vasto Lordes series part. They were doing the bleach, or it was his face, and it was
Yeah.
the
the
cut.
like interlude, like
Yeah.
little
Yeah.
thing.
The
And
little the eye
get-
catchers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and we
it's
get
like
like
all eye-catcher. I couldn't remember
two
as that.
right per episode or something like that.
You can't. Well,
You
you
get
get
one.
really
It feels like
one,
one or
but it's
two.
like they do the exit to the commercial, and then they do the
Oh,
come back
yeah.
from the commercial.
But they do one where they show the Zanpakuto,
Yeah.
and
And I was just
Wabisuke
like, oh my
never
God.
was talked about. We knew he was there. I kind of saw him,
He was
and
a
I was like,
creepy looking guy with
Yeah.
a fucking big old ball and
but you
chain.
knew he was coming because the fucking eye
Oh,
catcher was
the
Wabisuke.
Wabisuke.
I do have to say, I'm a Wabisuke hater.
Yeah,
His, I don't know what you call it, like released rebellion, Zanpakuto
The
form, whatever
Yujin,
you want to
yeah.
call it. It's looked fucking cool. Like
It
his,
does look cool.
yeah,
It's creepy.
It's a ball and
It-
chain with a fucking
yeah,
tombstone.
and
on
it's
it.
Yeah.
perfectly described as creepy. Like his was like,
Yeah.
oh damn.
I thought it was funny seeing the little animation for him going
Yeah,
like
so
yeah.
it's,
He's
fucking
definitely cutting it, but it's just like and Izuru's like oh no.
That was actually fucking hilarious.
I assume like when he did that, when he's like, oh, they showed the I assume that was a flashback of something he already had done. Whereas
Yeah.
like he was
Ding,
like, oh, you leave yourself wide open, and then it showed that he literally was like, ding 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 ding.
it was uncomfortably long though.
Yes,
It was
oh,
like
yeah.
a solid
Yeah.
30
well,
seconds.
they kept doing. I don't think I kept commenting like, what was that face? They kept showing the same Izuru face the whole fight.
So-
the weird one though.
Where Izuru was bluffing to the other guy, like, oh, do I have my Shikai? I don't know. And the guy was overthinking, like, does he have a Shikai? He hasn't
Yeah.
used it. Could it possibly have it? And then it kept cutting back to Izuru for about 7 seconds, doing like smug JoJo face, like,
Yeah, that one.
just like,
Yeah.
mm?
and it was
Mm?
smug face. That's
It's
all
like,
we got.
Do I have it? It's like,
That's
and
gonna be-
then it showed the same scene over and over. It's like,
But I will. That part aside, that was a good fight in my opinion. Where it was
I think that
Izuru-
fight
Yeah,
was
that
shit.
was-
I honestly
Really?
think that fight was
yeah,
super
I didn't really
shit.
like it.
I liked it because it was Izuru like, hey, you're jebaited, and it got.
But that was so
Kazeshini to-
dumb because it ruins the whole thing. Like, why is Shuei's Zanpakuto a joke then? It's an absolute joke.
Well, no. So they talk at the very beginning, and Shuei's like, or not Shuei. Izuru's like, dude, you're like an asshole. Like you're nothing like
Yeah.
Shuei.
Yeah, but that has
You're
nothing to do-
repressed stress.
Yeah,
And
but
so
if
he
he's
But he's
uses
just
the fact
calling
that he
him
was
out, and he's
stressed.
just
But he's
yeah.
released, so that shouldn't have like if you're stressed. If he's like, oh, like you're the how like fucking Shuei sees you, so you're all of his stress built up. He's still strong. Shuei's
Yeah.
Zanpakuto is still really good. He gets dunked on by Izuru with no Zanpakuto.
That's a good
That's
point.
Like that's ridiculous. That's
Yeah.
totally ridiculous.
I agree with that. I would also say I think Kazeshini, which is Shuei's,
Yep.
is a little different. Did you notice how all the Zanpakuto were less bloodthirsty in these episodes? Like in the
Yes.
first
Yeah,
series,
yeah.
they,
They were
like,
just
I will
constantly
fucking
killing
murder
everybody.
them. Their whole family's going to die in front of us. And this
Yeah.
one was like, hey, let's have a fight and maybe
But,
just
like,
make us better.
This was the perfect opportunity because we talk about it on this podcast a lot. Izuru is broken. Like his
Yeah.
Wabisuke
Oh, yeah, very
is really
much.
strong.
Yeah.
He doesn't actually have Wabisuke here. What do they do? He's still broken apparently. He's
Because
just, like,
he's got doubt.
he's just good. It's like
He's
oh,
just emo, dude.
that's ridiculous. And like, where's Shuhei in this whole time?
He might have gotten
There's-
injured. I don't know. Everyone's injured.
Mamoru was dunked on.
Yep.
Yep.
Sasakibe
yeah.
was dunked
Who knows?
on.
He's been first episode he was dunked on. How
Yeah.
many
Yeah.
days has it been since
It's-
that happened?
If it's
Rukia's
anything,
been up fucking 3 times after she's been knocked
she
out.
has
It's
been up 3
Rukia.
times.
like what the fuck?
She's almost died multiple times.
Yeah.
It's Rukia, dude.
Same
Plot
thing
armor.
with Renji. Like he
Oh,
just
yeah,
gets
Renji.
knocked out, gets up again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, now his
Ikaku, too.
Zanpakutos can take
Which
care
can
of
we
it.
talk about Renji? His Zanpakutos are the fucking coolest.
They are.
And
By
they know how to
far.
fight. They know how to
Their
fight.
fighting style with the chain and the switching of the sword is fucking baller.
And the fact that they like led Zenbone Sakura in, they're just like, hey, no, you're trapped
Hey,
in here
follow
with us.
me.
It's so, and they have the best personality.
Yeah.
They're like
Yeah.
the bants back and forth is
Yeah.
so fucking good. The girl version is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like just
Monkey.
badass.
But the problem for me is like, we said it too. Renji's never going to literally ever
Yeah,
be able to
Yeah.
fight.
he's not
them.
that good.
Like we were all watching this fight between Zenbon Sakura and fucking Renji's
Zabimaru.
Zabimaru.
Zanpakuto.
So we were watching and it was like this fight is so fucking good, and
Yeah,
it's a
she's
shame
like-
we're never gonna see this again.
It's Shuei's fucking chain boy,
Yep.
but with a living thing at the end, and then they can transfer swords back
It's
and forth.
so
I like that so
fucking
much.
And
cool.
she can teleport too. She could just
And like she would like pull the fucking snake guy in. He would clash blades. She'd walk up and kick him right in the fucking
Yeah,
back.
dude,
It's like,
it's so
dude, that's
good.
so cool.
If he used Zabimaru that way, like swung it and then kicked someone like
That's
that,
what I
that'd
was
be dope.
saying.
Yeah.
It was like he could kind of replicate that, but not nearly to the extent.
Yeah.
It's like not
He
even
can't
close.
teleport.
And it's not even like on like Ichigo kind of thing, where
Oh.
it's like Ichigo could replicate his
Yeah.
skills
Yep.
easy. Like if he really wanted to, he could take that in.
You know, just start swinging it.
like if I was anyway watching it, like fuck, I'm never gonna be able to do that.
You
It's
know
like,
what? I just had a real quick thought with Ichigo. The way he fights is like not a Soul Reaper style. I wonder if it's because he's like a hollow and he's just a bastardization of a Soul Reaper. And
I
that's
think
why he's
I
so rare.
think they did mention like when he was fighting Muramasa, he did
He's-
bring
he's
it
more
at
like-
that point. He was like, yeah, you're just like on instinct. You're just
Oh,
like fucking
okay.
going on.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's just
Animal
totally
instinct,
fucking
baby.
wild.
Yes.
or hollow
But-
instinct.
Again on Zabimaru though, she goes Bankai and then does the beam cannon right into Zenbone
Yeah.
Sakura's face. And he's just like, oh, I can do Bankai too, and that gets me out of it. But he
well,
beam cannon like off-
what was his Bankai? It multiplies how many blades he has, right?
Yeah, it makes more blades, but what Josh was saying is totally true. And you see, so basically, Zabimaru does Bankai laser. Then fucking Byakuya Bankai does the same sort of laser thing, but with the pedals.
Yep.
The Zabimaru laser was so much bigger, it's so much more destructive.
It just
and
went
you
straight
see
through.
the pedals, they just flood in, and it's like
Yeah.
the laser was so much more damage.
Yeah, but every time Zenbone Sakura fucking fights Ichigo, he's like, gets a good attention.
That's just a bad
Yeah,
matchup for
yeah.
him. That's a bad
Come on,
matchup for him.
You can't do much against
Like
that.
we talked about, like he already got like you did bring up
Twice.
a first point in the very first time that Byakuya and Ichigo fought Bankai. Ichigo lost that
Yeah.
100%. He only like got anywhere close because the Hollow took over and like
Yeah.
Yes.
fucking Byakuya was like, oh shit, didn't see that coming. In this fight, he has Hollow Mask,
Yeah.
which just immediately gives him the advantage to
But
just
he's-
regular Bankai.
Yeah, but he's genuinely scared of Ichigo. Every time
Yeah,
he does Getsugo,
yeah, of
he's
course.
just like, oh, fuck.
He should be.
But no one else,
It's like he
ever.
got his ass handed to him.
I feel like if Zabimaru got hit by that, they're like, oh,
Which
fuck,
this
that hurts.
again, let's go back to who has what memory, because Omaida's Zanpakuto
Don't
should
talk.
be scared
Yeah.
shit of Ichigo. Should be
Right.
absolutely
He got
scared
broken.
shit.
It's just like, oh, fuck, I'm just randomly carrying my Shikai at this execution. Sounds good. Oh, it broke it.
Like, oh, are you the guy that one-shot me when I was out last time? Like,
just
oh,
knocked him the
fuck.
fuck out.
It's like, I'm going to see you guys later.
Yeah, but speaking of bullshit characters that everyone hates, Omaida and his fucking bullshit piece of shit Zanpakuto.
Wow.
Did you
so
see-
much hate in
His
that?
Zanpakuto was kind
Kind
of
of-
cool
I
in like a
liked him. He was
personality ways
funny.
where he was
Yeah.
like a gangster. He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Well, I think that's what Omaida thinks he is,
And
too.
they're both eating fucking snickerdoodles.
But I like how he blames Omaida for him being fat.
Yeah.
Like, he's not normally
Which brings
fat.
up another great question. So the Zanpakuto forms, they're based on who their human forms look like? Like,
And
Oh,
what's her
Josh,
face?
Zanpakuto.
Suzume Bachi, the beast chick. She's
Yeah.
like, oh, I chose this look.
wait, that doesn't make any sense. What the fuck?
But I think she chose the outfit.
I think it's the.
And then what
it's-
about Mayuri's? Why is Mayuri's a baby if it's based on how his fucking
Maybe
guy looks?
Mayuri's,
So it had
uh,
butterfly wings. So I'm just gonna go. Well, it always has butterfly
Aizen?
wings.
No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know. What is Aizen's?
Well,
just
if, like-
Bobo getting stabbed.
So if their looks are based off of how they look IRL, like,
I think it's. Well,
What
this
fuck?
is what I want to look like.
well,
'Cause,
then
like,
Omaida didn't do that. He said he didn't want to
Omaida's
look
a
like that.
gangster,
Yeah.
and he has hair.
But Omaida Zanpakuto was pissed that he looked like that. He said, it's because you have a whole extra tire attached to me.
Omaida said he looked good.
Yeah, but I don't.
Okay,
if
I
they-
think it's Omaida's repressed. Like I want.
but that's
look
not
like
true
that.
because
There-
fucking Soifan said that she made herself look like that.
And I think Soifan's a repressed like fucking.
Now
nympho.
you're doing two
No.
different. You're arguing against yourself.
No.
So is it A, Josh?
Soifan-
Let me ask you a question.
No,
is it,
you're.
Is
you-
it A? Is it A? The
Renji, you're drunk.
What
The
you done to Renji.
Zanpakuto wielder chooses who they look like, right? That's what you're saying with
I
Omaida.
think it's a internal. This
That's
is
what
I
you're saying with
want to
Omaida,
look at.
right? Okay.
Yes.
Or is it B? The Zanpakutos can affect what they look like in shoes. No explanation. A or B.
A.
Okay, well you're wrong because Soifan
You don't care.
Soifan Zanpakuto specifically said she chose what she looked like.
And I think it's Soifan internally being this is what I
No.
wanted to look like.
I don't know about
Impossible.
that.
because she loves Yoruichi, and then her
Did Ichigo want to
looks
look like
nothing
you?
like Yoruichi. Where is that coming from? That looks not. That
No,
looks
no,
nothing
no.
like
She-
Yoruichi.
I think she wants to be more like.
Did
Yoruichi,
Renji wanna
where
be a
she's
monkey?
Fun-loving and like super like.
Yeah. What about everybody else's Zanpakuto?
Yeah.
That's a dumb argument.
I mean,
Ikaku is a beast,
that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
and Yumi Chika is a beautiful.
Zanpakuto
peacock.
is another one that pulls into question why is Zanpakuto a fucking giant ape when he's just a regular sized human? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like,
Because he's beast mode.
because he's
It doesn't
I
make
agree.
any
It could
sense.
be anything big, but I mean, we get Maru, and he's a fucking a
Okay.
man.
But he's a man. Spoiler. You know, when
Yeah.
when the flowers run out, he goes man.
Oh,
So-
that makes more sense. There we
Does
go.
he turn
Yes,
into Hero? Oh my god. You know what's bullshit?
he doesn't turn into Maru, but he gets older.
There was a joke that I had running because up until now Hyoranmaru doesn't fucking talk. And we had Enryu from the fucking filler arc, and I said, I hope to God that this buff Chad dude that's walking around not saying shit to anyone has Enryu's voice, just like high pitched as fuck. It would have been amazing.
No, he's got Roy Mustang's
He had
voice.
a much cooler voice
Yeah.
than fucking Byakuya Zanpakuto
Yeah.
too. Like Byakuya sounded like a punk bitch. Like
It's
yeah,
Ikaku's,
let
right?
me shake back here. Oh wait, we discovered it's Ikaku's
Yeah.
voice actor
Ikaku's,
too. Ikaku's just getting shit on at all.
Well, Ikaku's voice actor is Ed.
there's two people
Yeah.
that get shit on quite a lot.
Yeah.
Rangiku gets shit on, and Ikaku
Constantly.
gets shit on. Like
Well, how
what?
many times has she passed out?
And we were having a discussion when we were watching this. Rangiku's Shikai is just a regular sword, right?
Yes.
But the sword then must have the ability to turn into ash because there's a time where every other Zanpakuto uses Shikai 100% of the time.
yeah,
Yep.
starts off.
Rangiku runs into her Zanpakuto, of course, like we were talking about.
And she does the dust for a while.
And they both end up using a sword, just a base sword against
Yeah.
each other. And it's like, wait, what? It's like,
So I think it's just there, and like you said,
Why- what-
she calls out, and then it could turn into ash, maybe.
but like, surely her Shikai is just the ash, right? Like,
That's what she made it
That's
seem
what she
like.
makes it. Yeah, exactly.
and then why
'Cause
would
she's
I-
always, like,
I-
growl, and
that
then
one
immediately, yeah.
I feel like I need the rules on Rangiku's Zanpakuto.
Look, as the guy that's tight with tight, I'm just gonna
also,
say
does
something.
Rangiku
my
get a
God.
Bankai? Does she
No.
have?
No, she doesn't have
she
one.
stays fucking stagnant all the way through the 1,000 Year Blood War.
Awful. Sasakibe?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sasuke.
Sasuke.
He's fucking a joke too.
Yeah, but that's so unfair.
He got shafted so
gypped
hard.
him hard.
His power could be amazing. Who fucking
And like
lightning
even
bolts and
Soifon
everything?
is shitting on him.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
that's-
And
he's
he's
like, "Oh,
like-
I've never heard of you."
Yeah,
he's like,
and-
"That's my captain's fault."
Yeah, because they fucking shit on themselves. They're like,
Yeah.
hey, you know the guy we never write about? Yep, it's his fault because he doesn't do enough in the fucking show.
So they're saying it's Tight's fault.
And I don't understand. So, one, I had a design flaw. What the fuck is he? Is he a fisherman that shoots lightning pole?
I think it's got to be some sort of Japanese
Yeah,
thing because
it
I
has
want to know.
yeah,
I think it's a
give me the
Japanese
lore.
lore
it's
thing.
like I'm sure it's like some sort of Japanese mythological thing.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah, I agree
It's
with that
definitely
one.
not a fisherman. He's carrying around like a metal, like fucking
A
weather
rod.
beam thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Tenkin, which is Kumamoru's, looks different than Kumamoru's Bankai.
No, but like I
But
think
that
that's
makes
supposed
sense,
to look.
yeah.
Like that's how it looks like under the armor. You know, like
Yeah.
sometimes the thing lifts up and it's like a demon-looking face. I
Yeah.
think
I think that's what
it's
it's supposed to be. Yeah, I didn't know he was a fire element though. That's crazy.
I think he's breathed the fire when he was
breathed
fighting
fire.
during the 4-pillar thing. Like he did that.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't fucking know. That one kind of makes sense. The Tetsuzaimon, we ain't
Unfortunately, he
ever gonna
gets
see his.
shafted
We-
too.
They make fun of it in one of the end scenes. They're like, Tessie Simon, fight with her. He's like, oh, yeah, let's
Yeah,
go,
let's
guys. What's the name of your Zanpakuto? Let's go, guys.
And like, should we talk about the story beat also that they show for just a split second? I'm sure we're gonna get later.
Oh, okay.
Is that fucking Muramasa?
Oh, he
eats
ate
a Vasto Lorde?
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
like, what
you know,
the
the
fuck?
ones that grow on trees.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. He
What
just knows
the
where to find
fuck?
one in the Spirit
He goes
Society.
into the Huaycamundo forest.
Yeah.
He's wandering around, looks like he's about to die. He insta kills a hollow that jumps on him. We don't even get to see it, it's so fast.
Yeah.
Then he kills about, I don't know, what'd you say, 12 Menos Grande?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he's walking and some like burnt crisp guy comes
Yeah.
walking at him. He eats him and then goes, oh, that Vasto Lorde is not enough.
How is that not
Like,
enough?
Hello?
What the fuck?
And they
was-
talk about how hard, like there was a moment where Aizen again were talking back in Huaycamundo where they're like, oh, we just need to find a few more Vasto Lordes. Like we
Yeah.
can't
Yep,
even
well,
fill up the whole team.
Well, he
It's
ate
like,
one, he probably ate a couple of them.
it's
then.
like it's so hard to find them. We can't fill up the whole thing.
And there's this fucking Muramasa
He's
who's
just
jumping
like,
through
what the
timelines.
fuck?
He's
Also, how is it that captain level people can't get out a Garganta to get back to Soul Society, but Muramasa can not only walk
he ate
from
a Vasto Lord.
Well, and
Oh, you
Muramasa
think-
is also Zanpakuto, so maybe
Yeah.
he has some
It's
sort of a
different
thing
properties.
to go there.
Shenanigans.
Well, we can talk about more shenanigans because
Oh,
Momo
Lord.
was fighting her Zanpakuto.
Oh yeah.
And her Zanpakuto
did-
begins to make fun of Momo for being not over Aizen.
Yeah.
And
I was like,
that
ooh, that's
just ruins
savage.
the timeline of the
Oh, that's
whole
right.
thing. Ruins the whole timeline.
So
Because
this happened past Aizen.
it has to be after the
After
Aizen
the
incident.
Aizen incident.
But if it's any time after the Aizen incident, she's a psychopath.
It
And
just
Ichigo
but
doesn't have hollow or solar powers.
It's just it can't do because we saw Wabisuke's powers or Izuru like
Yeah.
using the little flippy thingy, and then we see the
It's,
little.
it's all
yeah,
fucked.
yeah,
so it's like they just decided,
They should
hey, where you are in the anime when we left, It's right here at this time, but we're just going to a different universe. Just different universe.
Straight up, just call it Elseworld or something.
It can't fit in at all because like Momo's not a psychopath. It's like everybody has their powers. Ichigo hard cut off at the visor mask. Like it's
It's I don't know. It's all over the place.
What does Momo do in Thousand Year Blood War arc?
I don't fucking
remember.
know, and I don't fucking care. Let me tell you.
I get that, but I'm curious because there's a lot of people. I feel like this Rebellion arc is the same way as Thousand Year Blood War arc. It's just people kind of disappear.
Yeah,
they never happened. Like shit doesn't happen.
Yeah, and we talked about too, like Maru, he lost his memories, doesn't know who his master is. Obviously, hits a guy as like, "Hey, I'm your master." Blah blah blah.
That was a cool little flashback though.
But I feel like Ichigo should have known who he was.
Right.
Like we kind of talked about a little bit earlier.
How many times
like,
has he seen him and interacted
guy was
with him?
in the real world fucking around constantly.
You
Like
have 2 ice types.
yeah.
One's dead.
50-50 shot. Take your guess who it is.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
we didn't even talk about
so bullshit on that. But yeah, fucking Zenbone
Byakuya just destroyed it.
Yeah, he said.
Yeah, but I have a hard time taking that for anything. Like when he did that, I was
it's
like,
not gonna be serious.
It's gonna come.
I bet they're gonna give it to Mayuri.
Like that's a joke.
Mayuri's gonna be like, I fixed it, but
like
made it
I
better.
felt no losses to that. I was like, oh, okay.
Well, Omaida
and then they give it back to her. Like
yeah.
Like why?
Bitch.
What's the point?
I
of
thought that was funny. I was like, he's like, oh, he's gonna go
like
rub
when
it
you're talking
in.
at first, like, oh yeah, it's kind of fun. Like they're like, oh, here's your stupid broken sword. But it's like they're clearly giving it back to her. Like
Because maybe it's not broken.
like here, take
that.
your Zanpakuto, figure out how to fix it, have fun.
Maybe
like
he
why
just-
wouldn't they just throw it into a fucking well? Like
Well, they just wanted to like break her. I don't know.
Break your spirits.
she
giving
didn't
you
wasn't affected by it at all. She was like, oh,
No, she went. Oh no.
yeah. She was like, oh okay.
And then
Byakuya, why
he's
are
like,
you doing
I'm
this?
gonna cut you.
Yeah.
And he's like,
I
I'm
don't
gonna do
think
what
she's
I
got
did
a
to
reaction
her.
time.
It was, but she moved right on. She was like, "Oh, Renji, wait. Oh, Byakuya, wait." It's like, oh, I don't have a sword, but who cares?
Well, remember if you remember from the very first episode, she was totally okay with losing her Zanpakuto.
yeah, true.
Yeah, she gave it to you.
That's
So,
true.
Yeah.
But
I agree.
so I'm starting. There was a point where all the Zanpakuto show up right after Byakuya and Zenbone Sakura
Yes.
kind of do an infiltration.
That's where we
And-
need Keto Commander. Just seal them all up in there.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
It was the moment they all showed up. I was like, "That's a lot of people in one spot.
Yeah.
Like that's not a good strategy." Like,
Nope.
let me tell you.
But Zenbone Sakura got like stressed out when everyone showed. It's like, what are you guys doing here? Which makes me think then Zenbone.
I'm pretty sure they're
Sakura-
working together.
Yeah, they've been working
Like,
together.
Yeah.
They have to.
Like they're gonna have,
take-
like we were saying last episode, there's probably some Snape Dumbledore shit going on.
Yeah.
Oh.
Where it's like even Yamamoto was like, "Hey, I like my Zanpakuto, give me the heads up. This is probably what's
Yeah.
gonna happen.
You're
So,
gonna have to seal yourself.
Byakuya, you're gonna have to be the MVP. Everybody's gonna hate you, but you got it."
But they do demo Green Cloak Dude again.
Yeah.
Was it the intro or the
Uh,
outro? No, I think
it was
it's
one
a
of
new
the intro or the
Yeah.
outro. One
It's
of
a
the
new
two.
intro
Yeah.
because the outro is
We got a
just
new
like-
intro and new outro.
Yeah, finally, just
Yeah.
in the middle of this fucking
Yeah.
arc.
Because it's its own damn thing.
But yeah, we still don't know who the fuck that is. But I wish, I hope to God it's not Snape Dumbledore bullshit and like Zenbone Sakura really is out of it. Because Zenbone Sakura, when Rukia's gets killed, he gets mad. He's like,
Yeah.
because it's like, oh, it's Byakuya. He's totally up to something.
I think that's a play. I think
Yeah.
they're all playing.
I thi-
They're
yeah.
like,
But he's just like, oh, this motherfucker. You wouldn't do this without a plan.
you know, what if, like, because here, I'm going to big brain it. Watch this.
Oh.
So Rukia defeated her Zanpakuto already. Like,
Yes.
she was going to go back to Rukia,
Yeah.
but then Muramasa showed up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
she went back, and she knows that obviously she's probably close to Byakuya Zanpakuto because, you know, brother-sister bullshit.
Gotcha.
So she, and then we're talking, and like, oh, yeah, we're probably having break you, and then he'll be sealed in. She's like, oh, yeah, I got some special ability that'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
I feel like it's something like that too.
Because actually, her Zanpakuto got broken when she fought against Auden.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, what the?
I think it's different in this zone.
Auden.
You tried.
Close
But-
enough.
But it got broke.
Yeah.
Everybody's on Zanpakuto gets broke. I mean,
Ikaku destroys his.
Ikaku destroyed
Yeah,
his.
so what does it matter?
Yep.
What,
People also get their Zanpakuto back.
yeah, what does it matter?
It's fine. It doesn't matter.
Omaida turned white, remember?
Yeah, but he's probably gonna get his back.
So I think here's what it was. Rukia's was an ice clone, gets cut, and then to make it seem super like, I'm going to fuck you up because I'm going to watch your ass, I'm now with you 24/7
okay.
because I become your bodyguard.
Totally.
What happened
Totally.
was Zenbone Sakura recreated it, put one of his blades down.
Oh, what if
Okay, we're getting farther
that's
off
too
from what I
far.
think
Yeah,
gonna be
we're
the
getting-
truth.
big
Go
brain
ahead.
hat
Go
going
ahead.
Uh,
it was Aizen's in here?
No.
And-
Okay.
we're gone.
Yeah. No, I like the clone thing because what's this? Or Byakuya does a clone thing too. He like
I don't know if he
But that's like
clones
a
it, but
stealth force technique. Like, where he's done that before, where he's like left behind his cloak and it's like, oh, that's my cloak.
Yeah, it got him.
Shadow clone. Like,
but what if he did that to Rukia's thing? It's maybe.
No, I don't know if he could do that.
I'm more
but
likely to believe that Rukia did it than or her Zanpakuto did it.
Yeah, that's fair. And maybe that sword's just an ice juke. It's just a.
Yeah,
we shattered
ice juke.
But I like fucking Zanpakutos get broken all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
Yuri breaks his all the fucking time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but his is like meant to do that.
Yeah.
So. Other stuff that we saw is Rangiku. I don't know if this is the first time we've seen it. Rangiku's the one that finds Hitsugaya, and it's like, hey, you need to come join the Soul Society, and he's like, oh, okay,
yeah,
but it was
because
just
he's killing his grandma while he's
because he's just releasing everything, and he's like, oh, I noticed grandma started getting thinner, and I'm like, oh no.
So thinner. I'm gonna need that diet plan.
Just freeze yourself every night, and then you'll be chilling.
Sleep next to a
literally
cold-hearted person, man.
Yeah, I didn't like how they hated Hitsugaya for no fucking reason. They're like, oh, is it because of my white hair?
Yeah.
Because of my eyes? I'm like, he looks normal.
No, he's just always tired. He's always doing the little.
Like, he has no scarring, no demon face shit. They just make up shit now.
Just a
kids
kid,
are fucking weird.
Kids are rude.
And it's weird. And we were trying to have like they sparked a whole talk about how does age work in society.
Because Rangiko didn't look too much older, but then when we get flashbacks of her with Ishin, she also looks the same age that she's in right now.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
I think it's however you die, that's your soul's
I think
starting
it's
point.
however the Soul Reaper sees themselves is that projects their age. And
no!
And that's how it really decides,
I've turned.
And then sometimes the Soul Reaper can choose themselves, and
that.
He didn't beat Renji that bad this time.
I couldn't defeat this guy though.
Hey, Mayuri over here? Come on.
Speaking of Byakuya, though, we find out that his whole reason for betraying everybody,
it's his pride.
Quotes is to keep his self pride or But that's the dumbest reason. If
doesn't he refer to Rukia as his pride when he
fights? That's what I said.
He wants to keep his sense of self-respect or something.
Yeah.
Which if someone came to join my rebellion and was like, just my self-respect, you're out. It's it's like, no thank you on that one. That is the dumbest reason I've ever heard.
That's the guy that goes rogue.
Yeah. It's like he's just going to follow self-respect? Like, hello?
Yeah. He would not find another Vasto Lordes for him.
Not that easily.
Yeah, it's like, when you're the person that is being cheated on with and now he wants to be in a relationship. It's like, nah, you just cheated on your girlfriend of 7 years with no thanks.
Yeah, and you just killed your side chick right in front of everyone else.
It's not a good, setup to our relationship.
There's some lies going on.
I'm going to go ahead and pass that on.
Yeah, but Muramasa's just doing the...
they're trying to make Muramasa kind of come off as the all-knowing, whereas no, he's good. He's it's and I'm sure he's gonna be like, I knew you weren't really
that's
with
why
me.
Yeah,
it's gonna be at one point.
Yeah,
I think that's why he's.
But it's just I think from what I've seen so far, obviously all the Zanpakutos are invading, and that's where we kind of ended it this episode, where Kenpachi shows up after being MIA this whole time.
He was in the bath,
and he is in a random building, and
he just blows
shoots
it up.
a fucking yellow beam up, which he didn't release his eye patch either. He's still wearing his eye patch.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what usually happens with it.
We know he didn't release his eye patch because while he's glowing yellow, they fade to bleach to be continued, and it's his eye patch.
Yeah. So just it doesn't make any sense. It's like where I'm sure we're gonna get a kind of where he was review in the next episode.
It's gonna be a quick episode. He's I was hunting stuff in the forest.
But it's he's obviously the OP one to have in this situation. It's hey, good luck stealing my Zanpakuto. We don't even talk. It's best of luck.
But Yachiru.
Yeah, but
but we don't. I don't know.
Same thing. That goes back to why isn't Hichiko getting pulled out? So that goes back to the same discussion.
They didn't know.
If only they knew.
Tight's not tight yet.
It's same thing we were talking. It's ooh, I want to see Unohana. Where's Unohana?
It just flew away.
Because that's going to be the true tell. It's if they show Unohana's, that would be the how much info did they really have here?
Yeah.
How much foreplanning?
They don't have anyone's Bankai or Shikai that they didn't already have. Yeah. It's sad.
Yeah.
So
there's been any sort of ooh, interesting yet. None at all.
I think it was the only one where they're like, oh, I'm stronger than you was Rukia's, where it's oh, that's so much faster than it should be.
Yeah. Yes.
And it's I could do better than you.
Yeah. And it's even someone who could have been an easy go, which we were memeing on a Sasakibe's. His could have been the easy one to be oh shit, you're actually really powerful. But instead, Soifan makes it into a fucking joke.
She takes on 2 captain level people, and she's
until she gets stabbed in the back by her little.
She actually had 3 at one point.
Yeah.
When she's fighting, because hers shows up. So, which at that point she's kind of done fighting because she's oh, you're my Zanpakuto. Hey,
friend. Hey, let's talk.
Yeah.
Oh, you think I should get a man?
While the other 2 were just watching. It's oh, okay, cool.
I do like Tenkin and Sasakibe's little bands
Like
together.
their chemistry is actually kind of cool.
It reminds me of the twins from Blue Lock, where
Yeah.
it's like, what you mean to
Yeah.
say is this.
One of them silent, the other's like, oh yeah, I totally get that.
That must be another Japanese thing, because I feel like they had similar like aesthetics.
Well, in Mayuri, when they captured Omaida's Zanpakuto,
That shit was funny.
Omaida was able to figure out what he was saying through the bandages.
Yeah,
and
he's
Mayuri
like,
was like,
"Oh,
can
you
do
understand that,
It's like,
motherfucker?"
That was the one time I liked Omaida, where it's like, oh, sorry, but if they're gonna start cutting me, it's
He's like, "Nah."
That was so good. I love I was like, oh, come on, that's my Zanpakuto. They're like, oh, we'll just take you out. All right, sorry, man.
Nemo's just like, nope.
Gotta look out for number one.
But so he turns white, and then they can never use him again.
No,
So it seems like they're gonna do more research
Yeah.
because all they
Yeah.
said is that the situation is different. And
The
it's
moment
like,
Mayuri shows up, it's like, I have a thing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
It's
there
just
you
funny
go.
because like, if you kill your Zanpakuto, it goes back to you. But if
Yeah.
someone else kills it, you're fucked.
yeah, and it's important to note too, while the whole kind of big invasion, biggest one kind of so far.
As of right now, yeah.
They're not using a lot of Captain Zanpakutos still. We're still missing out on a lot of them, so they could be doing something else. They
We're
could
also
be
not
some
using
sort
a lot of captains.
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah,
we
you're
still
right,
have
right.
Yeah.
we have the twin captains.
We're
that
using
just kinda,
the basic captains.
yeah, the ones you've seen fight before.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, because
Interesting.
Jushiro and
Kiraku haven't really fought.
done jack shit.
Yep.
Unohana hasn't done
Yep.
jack shit.
Yep.
That's why they're leading.
Clever.
They're leading the investigation.
Yep.
They're-
He just put it together.
Good job. Good job. Weird that they use Sasakibe and he's never done anything before.
Yeah, that's the
Well,
weird
I
one
mean,
where it's like this could have been his time for people that would have been a cool little, I don't know if you want to call it an Easter egg,
Yeah.
to be like, oh shit, Sasakibe actually is a strong fucking
Yeah.
Zanpakuto. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
But he's trash.
They
Instead they
waste it all
shit
the
on
time.
him
And it's weird
And
because
it sucks. He didn't have a Shikai. He didn't have his Bankai.
And in the comments, Pythes was talking about Sasakibe one time and was saying that he's very much into English culture.
Yeah.
But then his guy is so clearly we're
A
trying to figure out
Japanese
what the
thing?
fuck he is. It's
Yeah.
a Japanese thing. It's not anything close where that would have been another thing cool.
His release is rapier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which would have been another thing cool if it was
Oh, yeah.
more English based. Everybody has the Japanese style look. If his was
I just
I
have
don't
a
know,
pole.
like a Three Musketeer looking guy.
That would be
It'd be
pretty,
like,
pretty
oh,
dope.
okay,
That's
cool.
why he's got the
Cool.
mustache and the parted hair.
But I call bullshit on Ikaku fighting his Bankai and winning with a Shikai.
They did in universe explain why that would happen.
Yeah,
So
why?
Yumichika is fighting his Zanpakuto, and they're like, oh, do you feel it? Like Ikaku's spirit pressure disappeared, and I think it's Yumichika's Zanpakuto is the one that says it. Is like, I have a feeling that Ikaku's Zanpakuto, whatever it's called, matched his level because you know how they are.
Yeah.
It's that's pretty much what he says, and it's like, okay, yeah.
That's a good
And
point.
Yumichika's like, yeah. It's just
That's weird.
which we leave off, by the way. We don't get to see what happens to Yumichika, but he's fucked. He's taking
He's
in the
fucked. And who is it that notices? It's Izuru. Izuru's like, oh, Yumichika's not doing that well either.
Oh,
When he starts kind of
yeah.
looking back at everybody else, he's like, oh fuck, everyone's having trouble. Ikaku's busy.
Yeah, that was weird because I'm pretty sure the Arankar that went up against Yumichika immediately died.
He had a little bit of talking time. He had a
Yeah.
little bit because it was about growing the flowers.
The flowers, yeah.
And he hasn't
Well,
grown
he's-
any flowers yet. So
Yeah, he's just holding out.
he's just whipping him around for some reason.
yeah, apparently that's a new
I
feature.
do like that he's like, stop calling me that.
Yeah.
Don't call me what is it, Fuji Kujako?
yeah.
Fuji
Yeah.
Kujaku and then Ryori Kujaku.
Good try.
Yeah, thank you. All right,
Close enough.
Good try.
But what was that? I like the Wabiske part. I feel like Sam got a little turned on because it was like, oh, finally Izuru's
Getting a taste of his
Doesn't
own
feel
medicine.
good. Doesn't
And-
feel good.
Sam's like, decapitate him, and then the next scene is him stomping on his back and putting it right next to his throat.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, I
Or
hope
like it's
Izuru
gonna
I just
happen.
wanted to be Palpatine in that section. He's like, do it. It's
Do
like,
it.
end him. Just,
But dude, the Wabiske part was it was
that part
it
was
was
actually
good.
really
Yeah,
bad.
that
it
part
was
was
you didn't like it?
No.
Oh, I liked
I didn't.
it.
Well, not the.
Because they fought
The-
I like
twice
his.
now.
I like his entrance and then him getting forced down to the ground.
Okay,
Yeah.
Wabi Zamato, cool. But the whole fucking Izuru fight was garb.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
the
didn't
Shuhei
like that,
fight.
yeah.
Garb.
It was they set themselves up to win that through stress.
Because this
They're
is the
like,
second time that he's had to go against Shuhei Zanpakuto. Why do they
Yeah.
keep sending Izuru in?
That's what's weird to me is why they have Izuru's
Where
Zanpakuto
the hell
not
is
show up
Shuhei?
until now, and they have Sasakibe's. We never asked for Sasakibe.
Yeah.
We would have loved to seen it, but we didn't get Unohana's and all the others.
Yep.
So here we got this.
It seems like Sasuke-base could have been a cool reveal later,
Yeah,
where it's
but-
like someone comes in and fucks somebody up, and it's like, what the fuck? Whose Zanpakuto is that?
But Izuru's been fucking in the show from the get-go. He fought Shuhei's like, oh, you know, I can do Hado. I could do the same 3 Hados that I did against the Rangiku fight. I don't know. It's stupid.
Yeah, they seem to really like Izuru. I don't know if he was a fan favorite or what, but he's fucking all over the
I
place.
don't know how
He was
he
also
could
in the
have been
last
a
filler
fan
arc as a main
favorite.
character.
Do we know what Tight Kubo looks like?
I think they're just
Is he a blonde emo-haired dude
no.
that
He's
has
not,
a candy
he's not
cane at all
blonde.
times?
He's not blonde.
Oh. Does he wish he was a blonde emo-haired dude with a candy cane that walks around all the time?
But yeah, Izuru, cut it. Cut Izuru. Don't need Izuru. He's
What,
in it
like-
too much. Yeah, cut his head off, actually.
You know, he's gonna be gone.
Cut his head
in-
off. Bring back Shuhei at this point. Don't need any more Izuru. Everybody else, I think we're getting good. I'm done with Matsumoto as well. So
Matsumoto's done.
Too much.
Momo is surprisingly good when she's
Yes,
not
Momo had a
clinically
good
depressed.
showing in the Matsumoto-Momo fight. They had
That fight made me laugh a lot,
She
though.
shoots, and then Rangiku does the same thing. Rangiku's doesn't hit, but
Yeah.
fucking Momo's does, and then she's like, oh, cool, I just got another fucking lasso.
She's got 2 hands, dude.
yeah, Rangiku dropped the ball. Momo was like, yeah, I got it. Boom, boom.
But what cracked me up with Rangiku, and it was the fucking, oh, I'm surrounded by Hinako. What do I do? Shakaho.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, the thing that the fucking Tres Bestias did too.
But like, so you think about that, where like the Tres Bestias had to like, they all powered up, like inside.
Yeah,
of
all the
right?
way. Yeah.
If you could just get out of it with Shakaho, which we saw 20 times
Yeah.
in these 7
Oh my
episodes,
God.
that is a shitty technique.
You-
Absolutely
It's
shitty
probably
technique.
the first one you
For
learn.
us to know a Hado, just remember that. It's just of the 100 that there are, we know Shakaho.
It's so bad though. Like if like Shakaho, clearly everybody and their mom can do Shakaho.
Yeah.
If that completely negates your Zanpakuto, forget
Yeah.
about it, please.
I personally, my favorite one is Hado number 1 that Isani used. It's Saki Jesus just chilling there, like beeping, and it's like 1, bap,
And it basically like flicked him in the head really
Yep.
hard. It's like he was just chilling. All of a sudden, you see him go fucking flipping backwards.
Yeah, it's
just
like, you know, if your fucking Zanpakuto loses to a fucking Hado, it shouldn't be a fucking Zanpakuto. But that's just like it's like a creeper.
Yep.
It just
Yeah,
walks up and
yeah.
is like, hey, what's up, guys? I'm just.
and
floating towards
Mayuri's
you.
was the one that we were talking about even before it started. It's like everybody should know what his is.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you shouldn't be like weird. And
And
generally
luckily-
it was.
Yes.
Everybody was
and
like,
everybody knows it's gonna throw poison as soon
everybody
as it
except for
opens its mouth.
Tetsuzaimon.
Yeah.
Realized
What could
who
it-
it was.
He's got glasses. He couldn't see the light.
Yeah,
But
you know what?
I do like is, oh, fuck, that dude's poison.
Yeah.
Get the fuck
Yeah,
away.
you don't want to fuck with poison. Like,
Right.
poison's like,
fuck that.
shit.
But ash in the air that cuts you,
Yeah.
flying petal blades.
Bullshit, yep.
Is easy.
Yeah,
we can
that's
just dodge
easy
it.
We
stuff.
can dodge
But
it.
poison?
You can
Yeah.
dodge it like Ichigo does.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
no
I did
problem.
it.
That's just an easy reuse of animation.
Yep.
So
I do like they don't I said this in the last one. They don't reuse a lot of animation. They do in this.
I don't
saw
know.
they will do it twice, but they have some.
they showed the Izuru face about fucking 3 times.
This
so.
is true. They also did Ikaku's fight in slideshow format.
Yeah.
Which Sam used to reference what the Mirio fight
Mirio!
for the fucking Lemillion, and I've always used that.
Sometimes a slideshow fight could be, or like a slideshow montage in anime can be good.
It's like
I
it's
feel like
impactful.
but
Like-
they can't do it for such a big one like
I
Mirio
feel like
had.
it's good to do it. Like you're going on an adventure. Oh, here's all the things we did. Slideshow.
Yeah.
Slideshow.
And
Like,
it's
if
always like them
like-
fishing for
yeah,
food or something
yes.
like that. Yeah.
Like if it's like, oh, here's a really cool fight you wanted to see. Let's just go slideshow mode. Then it's like, oh, come on.
But I expect if you do slideshow, the art should be fucking pristine. Like it should be like hella decadent.
Yeah, obviously in a perfect world, yes, but a lot of times it's just gonna look just like the anime. So it's,
Because-
like, it's not like they put
It's
extra
just a
work in it. It's
screenshot,
like,
yeah.
oh, here's a cool slideshow. It's like, oh, well, then what's the point? Like,
Yeah, exactly.
it's
And
like they're just cheaping out, literally.
they're literally cheaping out. And then if you ask them to do even better shots, it's like, dude, the whole point we're doing the slideshows because we don't have an animation team. to
Yeah,
do this.
and one more thing that I think we should really talk about is the stealth force is fucking garbage. Like,
they never do anything.
absolutely garbage.
What are you talking about? No. There was like 30 dudes, and I asked, which one of those dudes do you think is going to take
All right,
out all the
so
fucking
Josh, let me
Zanpakuto?
ask you a question.
Oh,
Okay?
fuck.
You get, we've seen all of Bleach, future time. Okay, we've seen it all. You die, you go to Soul Society. Whoa,
As you are.
cool. You get put into stealth force.
Kill myself.
Because you know what?
You're just a generic ninja guy. They give you the.
I know you know what you're
Yeah,
gonna
I know
say.
exactly why. It's because of the lieutenant.
I would literally
He would have to
rather die.
report to
but
to
you
him.
get the ninja outfit.
I'll
you
be
know.
a fucking red shirt with all of them. If Omaida talks to me, I will fucking seppuku.
Listen, just pretend Omaida doesn't exist. Okay, you're just putting the
He
ninja.
was a
He
lieutenant.
would be
got
Omaida.
knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, but everybody just left him.
His Zanpakuto got
realistically, that's almost like that squad doesn't have a lieutenant because it seems like everybody just ignores them.
And Soifon can apparently take on 3 captain
Yeah.
level.
I thought that was
Zanpakuto.
funny. She's like, "No, leave him there. I don't care."
So you'd be cool to be in Ninja Squad.
He'd be
At
Omaida.
what point did I say that? No, if
You said as long as Omaida didn't talk to you.
if Omaida's not there, I'll be okay with it. Soifon's kind of hot.
He wants
I'll allow
that.
it.
He'll take the place.
Dangerous
Do we-
squad to be in, really.
Dangerous
So-
squad to be in because she just taps you on the back twice to get your attention. You're dead.
She'll go through and get your lung.
She's actually a good cap. She doesn't kill her own people. There was I think the Bount arc. They like turned them all against her, and she didn't kill any of them.
Yep.
So.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. She's just harsh.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I like how every time they do
Tough
show
love.
up,
It's all tough love.
when it's the stealth force, it's like random spiritual pressure. It's like, oh, who could it be? 30 random ninjas.
It's never. No, it wasn't
No,
them.
it's
It
not.
was
It was-
everybody else
yeah.
showing
Well,
up.
Soifon would always be
Yeah.
there, and she would have the same line.
Yeah.
Stop.
But it's like
Stop! Don't hurt him.
both times they showed up in these episodes we watched. One it is with Ikaku's Bankai, and he literally
Yep.
just spun his thing in a circle and like fucking I don't know helicoptered out of there. Like I don't know what
He
the fuck
smashed
he
it
did.
and goes.
Yeah.
So when they show up the next time, Ikaku's not that. Oh, but Ikaku's thing is there. His Zanpakuto's. Why
Yeah.
couldn't the guy just do it again?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. And then they specifically, Soifon was like, don't let them leave Squad 6 barracks. What do they all do? Take solo fights, bounce out.
Yep.
Like, who?
I feel like
Hello?
she should be mad.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
She should.
It's like, are you guys fucking stupid? What did I say? It's like,
Yeah, nope.
you guys see the walls that go around? You see the walls? That's
Don't
Squad 6
leave.
barracks right
Yeah.
there. It's like, did nobody get my report?
But like, Omaida gets knocked out, and those guys get knocked out, but fucking Byakuya just goes around and can take out 30 fucking people at a time.
Yeah.
He's just
Yeah.
impossible.
Dude, he's just splashed up and going, ooh, ooh, ooh.
And they keep kind of making a big point about like, Byakuya Zanpakuto Zenmonzakura keeps going, you go back to Muramasa. Like, go back to
Yeah.
Muramasa. So what if this is all like, now that all here, he's like, yo, go back to Muramasa, fucking clack his ass. Like, fucking
That would be
Oh,
dope.
that would have been
fucking take him
amazing.
out.
Dude, do you think Zenbonzakura's that fucking weak? He couldn't take. Oh, because he can just.
He's a
mind
Zanpakuto.
control.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
he just mind
Yeah.
control him.
It's-
And Byakuya's fight against Rukia's sword was
Oh,
pretty fun.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
a really good fight. Yeah.
There- she's like, I'm just stronger than you, and he's like, no.
Are
she
you
was the only one who
though?
thought that. All the other Zanpakuto were like,
No.
he's going to end it.
He's
Yeah.
He's
doing
going to do a
it.
lethal
He's
attack.
like, oh, he's going full force. He's
I'm
going to hurt her.
disappointed in her. She got caught by the same fucking Hado.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this fucking trap.
That's like Byakuya's like trademark fucking
Yeah,
Hado at
the
this
swords
point.
are
Like, he
revealing
loves fucking
light.
doing that shit.
I think he didn't even say the name. He just said like,
Yeah,
no, he said the name, not even Hado 33 or whatever. He just, yep, there we go.
yeah, that's his trademark, dude.
Yeah.
Just when you're really good at one thing, you're
Yeah.
really good at one thing.
That's right. One trick pony.
I think that's a pretty good one to be good at.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I did like when Renji was fighting him and he was just doing shakaho like a
Yeah.
fucking madman.
Yeah.
And you're just like, I'm proud of this kid.
And I liked how they
He
kind
blew
of mixed up. They
himself
do
up.
the classic Renji where he gets close, blows himself up, but then at one point he's trying to shoot and he blew himself up
Yeah.
on purpose to go
Yep.
into the ground.
yeah.
Which was like, damn,
That's
Renji.
smart.
Damn, Renji.
That fight
Hey,
was
he-
really good.
he's
in my
growing,
opinion,
dude.
Like
too.
someone on the writing team loves you, Renji.
Yeah, Renji had a good fight for
yeah,
that.
and they give him the cool ass Zanpakuto release too. It's like,
Yup.
Yeah, he usurped Byakuya for a second, and then Byakuya's like, I'm just gonna start doing keto too. Just
yeah.
Okay.
You're like, well, we're gonna both be bitches. It's like-
they did such a good shot on that scene where Renji gets back up to fight Byakuya, and both Zabimaru and him are like, cool, we're in the game.
Yeah.
We're a little beat up, but we got this. Next scene, it's Byakuya standing to them, just fucking decimated on the
Yeah.
floor.
And
we didn't even get a fight.
Rukia runs in. Oh my god.
yeah.
So Byakuya is more powerful than Renji and Zenbon, and
Which has
fucking
been shown
Zabimaru.
many a
Yep.
times. Many
but
a
without
times.
Zenbon-Zakura.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because he's currently
I mean,
being
he's pretty good.
He's god tier.
yeah,
pretty good.
It's pretty sad.
So, but we all know Byakuya's gonna be a good guy.
Yeah,
let's be-
yeah,
let's
that's
be
good.
honest. He's never gonna betray. It's like he's that guy.
He's
He's
just
just that guy.
He's
Yeah.
such a high person, you know. He
He's
would never.
never gonna betray all of their people.
It's about his pride, dude. All right, all
Yeah.
about his pride.
Ugh, I just. It's kind of just, you know, sometimes you see the storylines come out and it's like, I feel like my time is being a little bit wasted because I know
Yeah.
what's gonna happen here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the Zanpakuto's breaking and never coming back is never gonna be a fucking thing.
Oh, because yeah,
It would be a really
Yeah.
cool idea if it actually happened.
It's like they're in this other world. It's like, why aren't they killing people off? Like, clearly this world has no effect on what happens in the other thing. Let's start killing people. Fuck
You
it.
know what they should have done? They should have made like when we watch Eden Zero. There's the time chick.
Yeah.
They should have a person outside of the
Oh,
anime
yeah.
and like, hey, what
The-
if? And
Totally.
then like
Yeah,
plays
yeah.
chess.
That
And
would've
then
been
she
cool.
could have been revealed to be part of Squad Zero.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it could just be the dude that writes names and just
Ah,
like,
yeah,
I wrote
sure.
the story.
Sure.
and,
That would've
like,
been a really good
yeah.
idea.
True.
You can have that.
Take that one for free. It's like,
And then just Tight comes in. It's like, so remember all those fillers? They're actually canon because this guy wrote them.
that's
but
why
he
it's
erased
like,
them afterwards because no one liked the Bound arc.
They should fully embrace, once again, filler arc mentality where none of it matters. Let's just
Yeah.
go fucking ape shit.
Like classic
I
comic
like
books.
the storytelling of some stuff, but I like the fun shit.
It's
well, I
just
agree. There should be a story.
Yeah.
But I think that you do whatever you want with the
like
consequences.
the
Who
Matsumoto
cares?
Hitsugaya thing. Like, you know how it is now. Like, it would have been cool to get like a filler episode.
Like have
on that.
Karakura get destroyed or something. Like I don't give a fuck. Like just do
This
whatever.
could be just Soul King's wet dreams.
Yeah.
He's just
Yeah,
like, what
yeah,
if
I remember.
Ichigo Kurosaki loses on Getsu?
Like obviously we're kind of getting to see it a little bit now with Burn the Witch, but it's like
Yeah.
they could like once again this is my recommendation for My Hero 2, where it's like just like for filler shit, just go to America or something. Like go somewhere
Yeah.
else.
Yeah,
Like
go
what's
travel or
happening in
something.
Canada? Like I don't fucking know.
Good point.
Like what? There's a whole other part of the world. What about South America?
crossover episodes are
What's it
dope.
like over there? But
El
now,
Lucha
obviously,
Libre?
you know, with like Burn the Witch stuff, it's like oh, it's a totally different thing over. in London or whatever.
I liked the
So-
Burn the Witch too. It was a really nice take on it.
How soon do you think Burn the Rich is gonna go fucking bonkers and have like Vasto Lordes and shit?
It seems like he's taking it very slow,
Yeah.
so
Oh,
I
okay.
feel like it could be quite a long
It was
time.
supposed
there
to
was,
what?
like-
It was supposed to come out this year, right?
There
Well,
was
it's
supposed to,
it was
like,
always
50
supposed to be like
episodes
kind of like
before.
a kind of whenever he wants
Yeah.
realization, which is
Okay.
nice. I think that's the way it should
But
be.
do they fight hollows in Burn the
They
Witch?
fight
They
dragons.
and the dragons look like they have masks almost.
Oh, so like Maru dragons? Or-
No, like
Um,
actual dragons. They're kind of like funky looking.
They
So, like-
almost you wouldn't even know they're hollow.
Yeah.
Some of them. So
Okay.
You wouldn't
That's
even
pretty
know they're
cool.
dragons actually.
yeah, they're just called like dragons. It's like they drive ride around on brooms and shit. So
I like that. That's
it's
actually
a
really
totally
cool.
different thing.
But
So,
my boy
Cool.
Bruno,
yeah.
God, I simp for that man.
So fuck. Anything else we want to talk about the arc? I mean, it's still good. I have a couple gripes with it, but I still think it's a very good filler arc.
Yeah,
no,
it's,
this is-
it's not bad. I think it's perfect just because we actually haven't seen it.
Yes.
I like they kind of do callbacks to old fights, but the animation's like 10 times better.
Yeah,
and
Well, I mean,
definitely.
we're in HD, so
it's HD.
I think that's a big part of it.
Yeah, but I think the animation looks better too. I think it's good. I still
It-
stand
it-
by my initial statement from last one, where I think the voice acting is better too.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
That's
I
absolutely
agree, man.
ridiculous.
I think it is.
It's the same level of voice acting. That's ridiculous.
I think
No.
I think it's the same. I think you just like the animation more.
I don't think you
Maybe.
realize like the amount of turnaround time they normally do it on. So it's like
Yeah,
it's such a short window that they're making this stuff. Where it's like
Yeah.
that's why they have to do fillers and stuff. Where it's just like there's the same people just the whole time.
I just feel like it's more well done.
I feel like
don't know.
Bleach could have been way better if it took its breaks.
Oh,
like,
100%.
like modern anime right now.
I still, if this was canon, like if they put this somewhere in, I would have loved it.
well, yeah, totally.
Yeah,
but
if it made
it's-
sense with the
it's
canon
filler
line,
instead,
yeah.
so
Yeah.
it sucks. It's like it's good filler, but it's still filler nonetheless. So
Yeah.
what can you do? That being said, I'm looking forward to seeing more. I think
Yeah.
it's been very
Yeah.
enjoyable.
Yeah.
The stuff we've been
we
watching.
got about what 20 more episodes.
Because the story doesn't affect. Well, it can't literally affect, but it's a good story. Like
Yeah.
it's just good to be told.
It's a great idea
yeah.
because it's like Zanpakutos. They have their own personalities and things. Why not
Yeah.
bring them out?
Yeah.
And there's the mystery, like what is Muramasa? You know, like
Exactly.
what the fuck is his goddamn
it,
deal? Like
it
what-
bugs me because I know Muramasa is like an old Japanese thing.
Mhm,
It's like Muramasa Masamune,
Yeah.
and it's like the original sword maker. So I always thought Muramasa, because he can control, is like, oh, I was the original Zanpakuto. Don't fucking know anymore. He's just a guy that
the
eats
eating of the
Vasto
Vasto Lordes threw you off, huh?
He shoots
That
me,
was just
dude.
random. We're just like, who the fuck is that guy?
Yeah.
He's just
Yeah.
sucking a fucking Vasto Lord. I'm like, wait. I think everyone's like, wait.
It doesn't make any sense, but I'm looking forward to seeing what the in canon explanation is
Yeah.
for that because
'Cause
I
I
would love
can-
to know.
I can make Argantas. I can eat Vasto Lordes. I can make them pretty much.
He's
Yeah.
pretty powerful for Zanpakuto, if you ask me. So,
But he was half dead.
yep,
But he cannot fight Ichigo.
yep.
Yep.
So, would love to know.
Yeah,
I'm
this is
looking
lame.
forward to that. So,
I'm mad.
but I think we'll get that like big explanation once we're done with the big kind of raid that's happening right
They
now.
better.
So-
If they just fucking leave it up in the air, they're just
Yeah.
like, hey, just remember how he did that? Yeah, we had nothing to go with.
yeah,
Yeah.
like that was cool when we did it.
We just wanted to remind you there are hollows still.
We didn't really have an outro for that one. So.
I did get mad, though. It seemed when they did the pan to the Gillians,
Yes.
it seemed like they were in Soul Society, and I was like,
They
I
were
even
just-
made a comment. I was
I
like,
think they were setting that up.
Yeah.
They were like, "Oh, look at this cool transition! Like, look, Ichigo's going into forest, and we're gonna go down, and like,
Yeah.
oh, we're actually in a different forest now." Ooh.
oh.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, those Menos were having a good
Oh.
time though. They were dancing in there.
Yeah, they were having a great time.
They're just like,
I want to hear the music now.
fucking party crasher,
Yeah.
Masamune, dude.
Oh, yeah, they could be just
Mar-
fucking listening to Banda or something just down there.
just
fucking
dancing,
going.
stomping their feet.
So that's what they do when no one's looking. You know, they're just
It makes
And then
sense.
they Sero people that fucking stop their parties. Like, come on.
That's all you hear. Someone turn up the bass. Hello.
Oh, no.
All right, well, I think that's it. We'll be back again for an X amount of episodes. We've really been enjoying them so far.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
once
we've just
again,
been
we
going through 'em.
Ended on episode 243. If anybody wants to try and watch along, we'll be back every Friday with a new podcast where we'll be reacting to the rest of the Zanpakuto Rebellion arc and then hopefully making our way back into canon after that. So thanks for watching. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe on the video. If you're listening, be sure to leave us a nice review, rate us 5 stars. Tell your friends. We have a blast doing this, and we'd love to talk to more people about Bleach. We will see you guys next time.